Welcome to Billingham Stars TV, your home for highlights of the Ultimate Windows Billingham Stars. Action this evening from the Northern Cup match. Billingham Stars taking on the Solway Sharks. The two sides met earlier in the season and the Sharks came out on top by 3-1. All of the action from the Forum Ice Arena with NIHL radio commentary with Anthony Lowe and Jonathan Langstaff.
Face off in the defensive zone for the Stars, which they do lose, but fortunately it comes out of the zone. Dan Palmbjork manages to get a foot on that one, but doesn't get it clear.
Interesting line from the Stars here. They've gone with Emerson on this line.
Yeah, Emerson with Palmbjork and Watkins, as Palmbjork lifts it through the middle. Excellent pass, and here's Jack Emerson speed. With speed. Emerson on the backhand.
Oh, what a goal from Jack Emerson.
Oh, lovely goal.
Good speed for the neutral zone from Jack Emerson there. I don't think it was a dump from Palmbjork. I think it was a measured pass. He lifted it into the offensive zone, knowing that Jack Emerson had the speed. And he comes onto it, he's through on goal one-on-one in a great backhand finish past Kieran Hobbins.
Yeah, deked out Kieran Hobbins well, and the Stars take the lead with 3 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Ross Murray out in front, and a poke there by Mark Watson. Rebound, it's still loose, it's underneath Watson. And there's a bit of pushing and shoving. Not happy with Scott Henderson there, and Ross Murray getting involved with Scott Cooper. I think Cooper thought that Scott Henderson went in a little bit over the top.
Yeah, he had a few cheap shots on Mark Watson there. Scott Cooper was just saying, what the hell are you doing?
John Orr thinks potentially a little bit of charging on that one.
Yeah,
in comes Stephen Moore. Excellent stick check.
Scott Ward's got away from one there.
Oh,
there's a high stick.
There's a high stick by Abercrombie.
That's probably a result of a few things from Abercrombie. He's had a few hits on him. I think Dennis has laid a big hit on him, and I think there's a bit of retaliation from Abercrombie there.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes 19, and the Stars on the power play. Dan Palmbjork on the backhand.
First goal for Billingham Stars.
Yeah, Dan Palmbjork, first goal for the Billingham Stars. They win the face-off, and just 4 seconds into...
Callum Davies winning the face-off. It was fantastic from Callum Davies on the face-off. He wins the face-off. He picks up the loose puck as it's knocked off the end of his stick. He goes across to Dan Palmbjork, who moves the puck to the backhand and puts it in up high as Hobbins lays across the ice, trying to take the lower part of the net away.
First official goal, first competitive goal for Dan Palmbjork. Oh, and I tell you what, Mark Fowley just hit.
Yeah. Ben didn't like it.
Ben's right.
Ben Davison didn't like it.
And I tell you what, Ben Davison's going to get the penalty.
The original.
Yeah, Ben Davison's getting the interference call. Ben Davison's getting the interference call. How Mark Fowley's getting away with checking the netminder, I have no idea. Richie Thornton's making that point to Mr. Boynton now. And Stephen Moore down the left-hand side. Moore sends it across into middle. Chance for Moore. If he can go wrap around, there's a chance, but he can't do so. And Jack Davies and Abercrombie having a little slash at each other. Oh, and that slash from Jack Davies
Abercrombie tried to buy one there.
I think it's hurt him, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jack Davies, that was silly. That was silly. Why has he done that? He's picked up another penalty for the Stars.
You can see why he's done it, but not why the referee is watching. For me, Boynton's got to call the first slash. The retaliation slashes, which was 3 or 4 of them from Jack Davies, has only come from the first slash being missed.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 men on the ice for the Stars as it's dropped for Joe Coulter. Coulter sends it around the back of the net. Back for Kim Mietinen. Mietinen down for Duncan Spears. Spears back to the point for Mietinen, who walks in, shoots, big save, big rebound, goal for the Solway Sharks. And it's Mark Fowley, who for my money was lucky to still be on the ice because it was his hit initially on Mark Watson that led to Ben Davison getting his penalty for interference.
Yeah, they took advantage of that. There was he's got away with it, and then he's got the luck by Davies by taking the extra penalty.
Good hit there by Ben Davies and Ben Davison. Now Dan Palmbjork comes on and he'll chase it down as Hobbins comes out to play it. And Hobbins does very well there actually under pressure from Palmbjork as we're under a minute remaining in the power play. And Dan Palmbjork collects the puck and then with a counter hit there on Kim Mietinen.
Yeah, I don't think Mietinen like that too
much. And he stripped the puck back again, Palmbjork, and then dumps it in on the backhand over the top of the net and chases it himself. What a fantastic penalty killing shift this is from Dan Palmbjork, almost stealing it again and still working hard. Couldn't get it through. Instead finds James Moss. Excellent diving stop there from Duncan Spears and then James Moss. Oh, and James Moss has been taken out there off the play.
Rick Bentham, very silly. He went for a huge hit on James Moss.
Yeah, the Stars have emptied the net as well.
Rick Bentham just bounced off James Moss like a ragdoll. He didn't like the way he bounced off, and then he slashed him and then took the silly penalty.
Yeah, as Dennis Bostrom puts the puck into the zone. There's only 20 seconds left on this power play and the Stars have done nothing with it. I think some of it is down to that call by the official, taking a lot of the wind out of the sails. The shot comes in from Thornton, rebound! Goal! Michael Bowman with an excellent hand-eye coordination on that one as the puck was bouncing back into the centre of the slot and he backhands it into the net.
I'm going to go poor goal from the Solway Sharks there. Kieran Hobbins probably should have done a lot better with that from my angle. He's kicked it right to the centre ice.
Here's Scott Henderson on the backhand, no chance that's going through, and Mark Watson knocks the puck away from his net. Good work by him, and Michael Elder then slips up a little bit on it. I thought it was going to be a good effort at first, but no, he slipped up.
This has worked out very well for the Stars.
James Moss, one-on-one with James Wallace. Sent all the way across to Bostrom. Oh!
It's a great finish.
I'll tell you what, I'm more impressed with the pass from James Moss. He fired that one across the ice, perfectly tape to tape, for Bostrom to collect and finish through Kieran Hobbins to make the score 4-1 to the Stars with 4 minutes 31 remaining in the first. Jordan Buesa hasn't heard the
There's a
call.
lot of talk of this Jordan Buesa there, but for me, Liam Kirk is a standout talent in this country at that age group.
Oh, and there's a penalty to come against Scott Ward, is there? Yeah, there's going to be a penalty to come against Scott Ward. I think it's going to be either boarding or charging. We'll see which one. Interference. The puck was in between his feet. How can it be interference?
He was in control of the puck.
How can it be interference with someone in control of the puck? Yeah, the Sharks now with the puck. The Stars are back to full strength. It comes in on the backhand. Oh, and that's a bad goal. That is a bad goal for Mark Watson to give away. He'll be very disappointed in himself on that one when he sees it.
That's not a bad goal. That's an embarrassing goal.
Yeah.
That is terrible for Mark Watson. Terrible.
Face off in the Stars' defensive end is won by Rick Bentham.
Been slow and sloppy from the
Bentham
Stars.
sends it out in front. Chance. It's still there. And the Sharks are trying to celebrate, but Mr. Boynton's washed it straight out. There's a lot of crash in the net. Mark Watson's come up without his helmet on.
I don't even think the puck was in the goal, was it?
No idea. I can see the puck at the moment just sat there. The Stars now with the puck. Dan Palmbjork cuts the middle. Oh, what a stick check by Stuart Kerr. But Palmbjork, and he could have gone down there. Maybe a hint of a trip from Kerr. But Palmbjork up against the boards. Scott Ward grinding well, finds Palmbjork, tries to send it out in front.
That's good play from Scott Ward, that.
Drew Tonner shoots just wide. I thought that had gone in from this angle there. As it hit the boards behind the net, it looked like it had gone in. Oh, and that's a bit of a knee from Ben Davison. So the Stars are going to have to go on the kill again here. Stars don't seem to really know what they're doing at the moment. Oh, and that is terrible. Michael Bowman stripped to the puck. In come the Sharks. Shot, save, rebound. What a save by Mark Watson on the second effort.
I can't wait to see that one again.
That one will look spectacular on the highlights.
I can't wait to see that one again. Hopefully we'll see it tonight if he's busy enough.
So yeah, the puck there, it was on the second effort. Mark Watson made the initial save. It fell for Stephen Moore, who got the shot in, but Mark Watson dove full length, and he's a big goalie, Mark Watson.
And he's a fast bowler, and we know how they don't like to move around much.
And Michael Bowman
There's a slash.
Surely a slash, yeah, it's been given.
It doesn't
Mark
get easier
Watson
than that.
heading
and
to
then a charge.
Potentially.
He knew he was without the stick, and he made sure he was going in.
It's going to be Kim Aiton picking up a slashing penalty. Here is Michael Elder now. Elder finds Richie Thornton coming in. Good speed from Thornton.
Okay.
Hooked, surely.
Penalty shot. Goal! Brilliant from Chris Sykes. There's a penalty shot out of the way, I think. That was a great move from Richie Thornton.
Richie Thornton's done a fantastic job.
He got over the blue line and he just drove to the net, and he managed to draw the penalty. And with drawing of the penalty, I think the Hubbins panicked there, and he flapped at the puck, which gave a big rebound for Chris Sykes to put away. The Stars are doing very little at the moment just to make sure that this game's over.
Yeah, and here's Mark Fowley. Excellent pass from him. Dropped off shot. Kick save. That's kicked in. That's a kicked goal. That was kicked in.
Tony Boynton knows this. He wants to speak to his linesman
to come in. To me, that is a kick.
He never even celebrated when it went in. That says everything to me.
Yeah, Stephen Moore didn't celebrate. We'll have to see what's given here. Chris Sykes is standing nearby, just listening in.
Every Stars player there saw him kick the puck in. Oh, terrible.
He's given the goal. That
Typical
was a
Tony
deliberate
Boynton
kick for me, that was a deliberate kick in. Here is Buesa now. Takes the shot. Stick save by Mark Watson. Henderson sends it out in front, cut off by Jack Watkins, and now Scott Ward's back on this line instead of Jack Emerson. Here's Palmbjork now, cuts the middle, takes the shot, rebound Still sit loose. Oh, and that's 3. It took 3 Sharks to stop Dan Palmbjork there.
Yeah.
Bowman does very well with his stick, and a big slash there from Ross Murray. Right in front of us. Bentham now with the puck. Lift it towards the front. Stick save. Rebound. Save again.
Great save.
And that would have been a hand pass from Ross Murray as he puts his head down in his hand.
Tony Poyton's called a hand pass there from Ross Murray.
Sharks still have the puck though. Connor Henderson turns away from Jack Watkins and sets his legs going. Palmbjork gets across. It's a good pass. Chance. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely goal from Joe Coulter.
Brilliant goal, and it's going to be an unnervy 7 minutes for the Stars now. Stars could have had so many opportunities to kill the game, and now they've let the Sharks back into it. It's a 1-goal game, and that shouldn't really happen, really, coming through the neutral zone. They had numerous opportunities to cut that pass out. They've let it go. They've let a good pass go through, and it's a great finish from Coulter, and it's going to make a nervy last 7 minutes.
Goes around Wallace behind the net. Tries to send it out in front towards Moss. That deflects off a Shark skate, and Ross Murray almost puts his side in a very difficult point. Oh, and that's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. He's lifted the puck straight in. Yep, he's going to get it. 2 minutes for delay of game.
Bentham can't argue this
I
call.
don't know what Rick Bentham is trying to argue here. Stars have a 1-goal lead, so they'll certainly be looking to try and put themselves 2 goals up. Replace that buffer that was there before. Sykes back to Thornton on the point. Shoots through traffic, and that's high. Far too high. Michael Elder sends the puck around to Chris Sykes. It's James Wallace who's in the box for the delay of game penalty. Sykes sends it towards the front. Big rebound. Callum Davies can't convert. He was just behind the goal line.
Clever shot from Chris Sykes there. He was looking the opposite way. He flung it on net knowing that it was going to be a big rebound. Stars couldn't capitalise.
Here's Stephen Moore with speed. That looked like a potential offside to me. Sent towards the front and gloved out of the air by Mark Watson. It was Mr. Farron bides his time and then finds Tom Keeley a chance for the Stars now with Dennis Bostrom. Bostrom, he had Kerr going the wrong way. Bostrom cuts to the front, backhand shot, rebound. Oh, and it's landed on top of the net.
Has it gone over the bar?
It actually hit the top of the net, outside the net. And Kieran Hobbins has lost his stick there, and the Stars have to regroup in their own end.
That was good from Bostrom. He got to the offensive blue line and he just put the afterburners on and off he went.
3 minutes remain in this game. Uri Senko not happy he didn't have a call there against James Moss. And that's 2 from Mark Watson. What on earth has Mark Watson done there? And how that puck hasn't gone in the zone. And Dennis Bostrom
Murray's got
over
a skate
Ross
to
Murray.
the face, I think, there, did he?
He wants a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think he wants a penalty. I think he just got caught by a flaring leg from Bostrom, who was on the back check.
I don't know. Oh dear me, what are the Stars doing at the moment? Just gifting the puck to that is a great save by Mark Watson. And again, rebound, goal. That is horrendous from the Billingham Stars. That is shocking defending. And the score is 5-all with 2:31 to go.
Bentham, I think, scored the goal there, and he's not even been in the game. That is horrible from the Billingham Stars. Absolutely
Terry
horrible.
Ward is furious. Ben Davison with the eventual turnover that cost the Stars. But there was 3 or 4 there that they should have got rid of the puck.
Yeah, it was easy chances to get the puck out of the zone.
45 seconds remaining in this third period. It's 5-all here, and a face-off is won by the Stars. Back to Dennis Bostrom. He can't get a shot off those. He couldn't control the puck fully. James Moss plays it round behind for Michael Bowman. Bowman stripped of it well by Senko. Now time for the Sharks to come forward with speed, with Senko. Goes out wide, all the way around, shoots. Big rebound, hacked away by Andy Finn. Good defensive work from him. And Jack Davies doesn't know where the puck is, and Stephen Moore collects. Moore, all the way around, sends it out in front for Fowley. He's knocked to the ice by Jack Davies. Good hit. And Jack Davies gives it to Andy Finn. Finn now dumps it in. 10 seconds remaining. And now Senko, he'll look to give the Sharks one more rush. It's a 3-on-1. All of a sudden Mark Fowley drops it back. Chance. Oh, and what a save from Mark Watson.
Just got enough. Watson just got enough to keep the Stars in the game at the end there.
With a game-saving stop there.
That
is clutch
horrific from the Stars in the third period. Absolutely horrific.
Yeah, that
is not good enough from the Billingham Stars in the third period. You're 5-2 up. Why would you put that performance in?
Terry Ward is furious here. He's saying to them, what on earth have they done? Now the question is it 3-on-3 overtime in this competition? I'm not sure if it's 3-on-3 or if it's
idea. I don't think the imports are allowed to play in the overtime.
And Duncan Spears now brings it forward. Big hit by Michael Elder. That's a huge body contact. Massive hit by Michael Elder on Duncan Spears. Here's Hutchinson now behind his own net, chased by Callum Davies. Good skating by him though to get away from Davies. Here's Rick Bentham now, down the left hand side, cuts to the middle, excellent stick check by Callum Davies, and then Davies goes to the change. I think there's going to be a lot of short, sharp shifts here as the Stars have gone for a quick change. And offside is James Hutchinson, can't control the puck and get it in. Face off just outside the Sharks defensive end, and it's won back to Jack Davies, who takes his time. And here's Chris Sykes now, who just knocked the stick out of Foley's hand. Sykes towards Michael Bowman at the back door. He couldn't get his stick down in time. There's holding going on there. I don't know which way, but there's holding somewhere.
You're not going to get a penalty in this overtime
Jack
period.
Davies has got him very deep here. Sent it to the back post for Bowman. Shoot! Oh, it went to his skate rather than his stick. And Hobbins in no man's land and eventually just dives on the puck. Watkins loses this face-off after you gave him the big praise. Forward come the Sharks. It's Duncan Spears now. Spears cuts all the way across, shoots, and that's wide. Collected by Watkins. He plays it forward now to Thornton, who sends a great
passes
to James Moss. Moss into the zone, takes his time, stick handles, tries to send it out in front. He shouldn't have done the extra stick move.
You wanted
Moss
that half
back
a yard.
to Richie Thornton, shoots. It's blocked, and Thornton does well to get his body in the way initially. Oh, and that is the most blatant penalty you will ever see from Richie Thornton.
He didn't need to do it. He had cover. He's got two quick players out there, so why do it?
Yeah, it's going to put the Sharks on a power
4
play,
on
so it'll
3.
be 4 on 3. And it's won by Bentham, and here is Duncan Spears. Back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson lifts it forwards, and here's
Holding
Duncan Spears.
Whiting's looking right at that.
Hutchinson finds Bentham on his off wing, cuts to the middle, drops it down low for Moore. Moore to Spears. Sharks taking the time, building it up, sent across to Rick Bentham, who shoots, stick save, big rebound, Spears, Moore, clear, excellent clear by Tom Keeley, gets it the length of the ice, and the Stars get a full change, and they actually had too many men on the ice for a second there. Not noticed by the officials. Ben Davison is on the ice. Still 1:20 remaining on this power play. Chance for Chris Sykes to get there, can't do so. Ben Davison collects it and needs to get rid of the puck. With the help of Michael Bowman, he does just that. Nervy times from a Billingham point of view.
It shouldn't have even got this far.
It shouldn't have. Rick Bentham finds Hutchinson down the left hand side, slows it up. Takes maybe a little bit too long, but he's now got a bit of space. He winds in, comes in, sends it out in front for Moore, shoots, rebound, it's still bobbling around, and eventually, oh, and there's a penalty. That is a
tripping call
right in front of Mr. Boynton, and he doesn't give it.
That was just like the Richie Thornton one.
Yeah, Chris Sykes didn't even attempt to play the puck there. That's poor from Sykes. In comes Spears, cuts to his forehand. It's a goal. The Stars have lost it, and Terry Ward is furious. Chris Sykes should have done a lot better on that play. The Stars have been dreadful for the last 23 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's no complaints. They done from that third period performance. That was absolutely horrific for the Billingham Stars. Another missed call from Tony Boynton. Doesn't really matter. It shouldn't have even got to this stage of the game.
A dramatic third period comeback then from the Solway Sharks, and they take the points with the overtime winner. 2 points to the Solway Sharks, 1 point for the overtime loss to the Billingham Stars, and we're off and running in the Northern Cup for 2016. Man of the Match awards, first of all, for the Solway Sharks was Richard Bentham, and for the Billingham Stars, netminder Mark Watson. You can catch all the interviews with Terry Ward, Martin Grubb, Duncan Spears and Mark Watson on the Billingham Stars TV YouTube channel. Follow the links from the website and the social media. We'll see you in a couple of weeks for the home game against the Whitley Warriors. From everybody at Billingham Stars TV, thanks for watching.